Carlos and Ryan, and we know that you're dying to hear what we have to say today. I say we hear what we have to say today. It's the blank. Fill it in. Fill it in. Fill it in. Yeah. Oh my god. Beer gut already. Beer gut ready. I'm beer gut ready.
But as you can see, we're trying a new camera angle
Something
today.
Something new.
You can see Carlos's bottom of his sock.
Yep. All hold up, baby. So you're getting everything. You're getting everything this summer.
You're getting my legs.
Yep. You're getting too comfortable.
My hairy legs.
Isn't that right, business director? See?
Yeah. That's not good.
Yeah.
Not good.
Oh well. Anyways, young world. Young world. Young world, doom to doom to doom doom. Young world, doom to doom to doom doom. Young world, doom to doom to doom doom. Young world. Finally, I've found my freedom.
Yellow things.
Yeah,
What happened to those guys?
I
Man?
don't know.
Like,
Do they make music?
Maybe they like tour now.
Probably. I don't think they have to make music anymore. They probably make bank from touring.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure, but
being
don't
butt
you think,
naked on
like,
stage.
Is that all you think about?
I think it's like my favorite thing about the Chili Peppers, man. How they just go out and go do butt naked shit on stage. That's
What?
funny.
That's
the funniest shit.
No, it isn't. That's
It's
inappropriate.
so good.
They're older.
It's so good.
It's good.
You think you have to, when you buy their ticket, you have to consent to that?
Be like, hey, by the way, they're feeling getting naked on the stage, so
Yeah.
I'll, you know what I'm saying?
You can be visually assaulted.
Yeah. So if you sign it, if you're ready to rock out with your cocks out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they consent. I think they just do it.
When are we gonna do our podcast naked, man? When?
I don't think that will happen.
We started this whole video for some odd reason.
Yeah.
First, we're just doing audio.
Yeah.
Now we're doing video.
Right.
The next step is the nudist colony.
I didn't agree to that. I am not consenting to that. I'm just gonna rip up that contract right in front of you. That is crazy.
Carlos and I do have a contract in place.
Yeah, that's damn right.
For those who
to be fully clothed, and that's underlined. Crazy.
I'm just playing.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
No, I'm not.
You're not though. But young world. I'm Carlos,
and I'm Ryan,
and this is the Blank with Carlos and Ryan. Thank you for coming to another week, another edition, another episode of the Blank with Carlos and Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? 150 was last week. There wasn't really too much of a festivity. We figure, 150 is a good number, but let's just save it to the double digit episodes. So 200.
Yeah.
We might have a whole festivity.
I'd say.
Yeah. Right. So,
it's a good milestone.
But you know what? Let's change it up. After 150, we figure, we made it so far from the desk episodes, and now we like Ryan said, we had the audio, then we made it to video where we're all desked up, and now we're at 151 where we're now, you know what? We're on the couch now, y'all.
Yeah.
We switched it up. We're trying new things.
The blank casting couch.
You promised that you weren't going to call it that. You promised that you wasn't going to call it that.
I don't even know what that is, man.
What?
I just saw it on the internet.
Oh, stop it.
On a for safe for work site.
Ryan, say hi to the children.
What's going on, everybody?
Yeah.
Happy Thursday, everybody. Thank you for listening in for another episode with Carlos and I, and thank you. Happy Friday if you happen to be listening on a Friday, and happy weekend if you happen to be listening on the weekend.
Yeah.
Carlos and I definitely appreciate. We're at 151 episodes, which is absolutely wild. With this new camera angle for at least our video listeners, for audio listeners, you won't be able to see it. But
new segments now.
We're just definitely trying some new stuff. We did sort of record a new segment, which you will see in a little bit, which is kind of exciting. Just to try some new things out, mess around with some software. and whatnot. But Carl's definitely, him and I, we definitely do appreciate you listening in for another episode. Yeah, love you. Thank you for being
Love
here.
ya.
Thank you.
Love ya. All right.
Well, I guess that's the episode.
That's it, folks. Thank you for tuning in. All right. So, Ryan, what do you want to talk about?
So I sent Carlos, I'm gonna start off with some people's kids
Already?
this episode, yeah. Just because it was like on my mind, and I think I sent it to you at like 6 in the morning today or something like that. Well, I don't know, some early, it was
Oh.
either late night or early morning.
So you have you just some people's kids just
Yeah.
be going through your mind.
It's crazy because
Yeah.
you know what, like, and not to be racial in any sort of sense or to
Uh-oh.
like bring
I just want to
race
give
into
you
this.
a heads up. If you're going to say something like that before the sentence, it's probably going to be followed by something crazy.
It is absolutely nuts.
Okay, go ahead.
But okay, so remember like way back in the day where the person that like bit off somebody's head or like ate somebody's head or neck or something like that on the Greyhound bus? Some cannibal.
Oh, no. What happened was in the Greyhound bus, the dude decapitated
Okay, so
someone.
the dude decapitated somebody,
yes,
right?
yes.
And then we're all like, oh, okay, like this is absolutely nuts.
Yes,
Who did
yes,
it?
yes, yes.
And then the
In
person
Canada.
in Canada, yeah,
Yeah.
which is even more nuts.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, who did it? Because the news came out first. They didn't have the suspect
Yeah.
on camera or nothing like that.
I believe we talked about it here.
We did. We
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
But just to kind of, give the premise of that. So that, for those who remember, it was absolutely nuts.
Yeah,
A dude happened to
wild story.
decapitate another person on a
Wild
Greyhound
story.
bus in like some sort of parking lot.
Yeah, on the bus, sorry.
On the bus.
Yeah.
When the news happened to break, the mugshot of the person happened to be an Asian person.
Yes.
That was far left field for me. I did not think that was going to happen.
Are you saying Asian people
What's
are
up?
not capable
No,
of
you just don't really see it that much or that often, kind of thing. You know what I
Really?
mean? I don't.
seeing
In
Asian people
comparison, like, yeah, like
like hearing of Asian people
well, like
decapitate people?
like in any sort of thing,
I
like
don't
you
know.
rarely
Genghis
ever
Khan
see,
has that dude beat.
like, yeah, he definitely does. He definitely does.
By
But
a
like when you look at the
landslide.
news, like
Yeah.
you rarely see like Asian people doing very violent crimes. At least I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Fair.
would say so. Like and then please tell me if I'm wrong. Like that's
well,
definitely.
to be fair, there was that school shooter in college. He shot up.
Yeah, there was one.
There's a few. Okay.
There's a few.
There's a few.
But in
cases.
comparison to the amount that
to
you
white
happen
folk
to
is
see,
what you're saying.
well, like and every other.
So you're saying white
genre,
people are
really.
the devil.
I'm not saying that.
If you're regardless of race, if you have white people around you, you tend to do crazy things.
So
is that the message?
It's like even like with all
quote that YouTube.
Even the Florida stuff that we happen to talk about.
They're all white people.
Can you think about like? And I'm not trying to bring it to any sort of race. It just throws me for like a different thought. Like I just didn't think that would be happening.
Let's
say,
you know
what I mean?
It's a news story. Man burns down house with 17 people in it, intentional, and then it stands naked on yard, watches fire burn down.
Yeah.
And then they take a picture of the mugshot. It's a white dude. You're just like, all right, saw that coming. Is that your reaction?
Yeah, kind of.
All right. Now, same thing.
Kind of.
Same situation.
Yeah.
But it's a dude from Mongolia.
Yeah, I'd be appalled.
You'd be like, what the hell is even this?
I would be shocked.
Yeah.
But I would be just a little bit more shocked.
You'd be like flabbergasted. You'd be like, whoa.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Definitely.
We're capable of this?
Yeah.
Is
definitely are capable. There's definitely
anyone is capable.
Some crazy stuff happens in the world.
Absolutely.
But it's like you just don't see it that much from that particular race, I find. And like that's just not me being like yes, it's like a little, it sounds bad in a sense, but it's like from like every single violent catastrophe that you happen to see on the news, like I find that you don't really see too many Asian people or like from Eastern descent, Southeast, that happen to do shit like that.
All right. Well, I appreciate
and like that's just like I'm not trying to say anything bad about it or say anything against the other race or anything like that or other races. It's literally just an observation.
All right.
Whether that's a wrong observation when it comes down to the actual fact, like statistic wise, like how much percentage of Asian people are out there doing violent crimes that get caught on news or makes it worthy enough for news, I don't know. I don't know the statistics.
Yeah.
But at least since I've like grown up and then been conscious enough and like to be able to recognize that, you know, this person's mugshot is for this. So, in relation to some people's kids, I sent an article to Carlos the other day. It was either
Hold on.
yesterday
Let's
or
go back to the whole. Did you not know that guy was Asian?
no, I didn't. Oh, which one? The Greyhound
The
House?
Greyhound guy.
No, I didn't know until after. No,
Until very recently. You
no,
did
no.
not.
I knew at the time, but like,
Oh,
no,
okay, okay,
no.
okay.
I'm
I just
talking.
wanted to double check. I'm like,
No, because
oh,
the
okay.
thing about most news articles, they'll come out and be like, "Oh, something violent happened."
Yeah, yeah,
And then after, when they do the whole investigation, they hopefully catch the person.
yeah.
That's when they do the whole mugshot,
Right.
release all the details, right? So then normally when you hear violent stuff like that, you're just kind of like, okay, like something violent happened. You don't really think about it. But then
Yeah.
it was just a little bit more shocking to me that it was an Asian dude that decapitated somebody in Canada.
I see.
That's what I'm thinking.
Here,
I'm not
I
s-
agree. I agree with you in an extent. To me, if I see like a violent crime beat, if it was me, if it was like a black dude that did it, or like a Ghanaian dude that did it, I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh god damn it, come on, you did why, man?
God,
You're like, god damn it. I mean, I get it. I understand where you're coming from.
yeah, I don't mean anything by it. I'm not saying
Absolutely.
like all like I don't even know what like point you would want to try to make from that. I'm not trying to make any sort of point. It's just more of an observation that I don't see
Statistically speaking,
statistically in my own experience. I
yeah,
haven't seen as many Eastern people of like Eastern descent
yeah,
of like from Asia and stuff like that commit violent crimes in North America.
I see.
You know what I mean?
Happy Asian Heritage Month, everybody. You all stay blessed out there.
But for some people's kids, so this was another one of the
Yes,
things
go
where
ahead.
today I found this article where this kid loses his phone,
Yeah,
right? Loses his phone.
Asian.
We'll get to that. So
Go ahead.
he loses his phone. Then he does the I find a phone, like the
Yep,
I
yeah,
find
yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
iPhone tracker thing, which is a
Yeah.
great tool. Everyone go turn that thing on because it's actually great. So he finds it, finds out that it's GPS at somebody's house,
Okay.
right? Instead of, you know, amicably trying to maybe knock on the door, maybe you call the police, be like, hey, this is where my thing is.
Yeah.
You know, he decides to do? He decides to burn the house down.
Damn right.
Burn the house down.
Damn right.
Ridiculous.
Why is that ridiculous?
It's crazy.
No, it isn't.
Because he was like,
No,
man,
it
I lost
isn't.
my phone.
Yeah.
And he's like a 20-year-old kid. He's like a
Listen,
19-year-old kid or
listen,
something like that.
asshole. You're gonna fucking have the nerve to steal my phone. Can you imagine the panic attack this kid had?
Who knows if it's stolen? He could have lost it.
What if there's secret information on the phone that could save lives? I'm trying to save lives here, and you trying to ruin my day? No, burn, bitch.
So and I don't know if it was at night or during the day. I didn't
Okay.
get to read as much, or maybe I must have missed one of the aspects of the article. But he happens to burn the house down, and
Yeah.
it's Senegal.
Senegalese.
Senegalese. So that's how you would pronounce it. It was a Senegalese family. It was the two
Aw.
parents, two daughters, like
Oh,
young. They're like under
no.
5 years old,
Aw.
and then a teenager,
Oh,
like one of
man.
the boys or something like that. So a family of 5 all died in this fire.
Oh man.
How sad is that?
That is sad.
Just because the kid lost his phone and it happened to be
To be
tracked
in
at that
that
house.
house.
You know what I mean? Maybe somebody from the family found it,
Yeah.
took it home. Maybe they're gonna return it. Who knows? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But these innocent people happen to lose their lives, plus 2 young children,
Yeah.
as well as a teenager with their whole lives ahead of them
Over a phone.
over a potentially stolen iPhone or a lost iPhone that happened to be there.
That's crazy.
Burned down the whole house and the
Florida?
2 parents.
Florida.
It was in Colorado. Funny enough,
damn.
in Colorado.
Damn.
But yeah, crazy.
That's
And
it.
then I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? And we become in Canada and like at least on the western side of pretty much the whole world, when you hear about crazy stories like that, you automatically think America,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
So then you're watching it, you're listening to it, and then finally when you go up and see the person's mugshot, it happens
Asian.
to be a young Asian dude.
Damn.
And I was just a little bit more shocked.
Were you shocked? I get it.
I understand because it's America,
Yeah.
but like I was just a little bit more shocked that it was an Asian dude.
I understand.
Yeah. But I get it.
No, sounds about right.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. I mean, obviously, jokes aside, you
Yeah.
know,
Oh, yeah.
you don't want to make jokes of what's happened.
No.
Or, you know, thoughts and prayers to the
Yeah,
family that
definitely.
lost their lives over something so ridiculous. Dumb. What he did is an understatement. Um,
Extremely.
I didn't. What's the purpose of what was the purpose of that? I mean, listen, I get your phone is lost and you literally found it. All you had to do was be like, "Hey, my phone's with you," and then get the police
Yeah.
involved, and then you could have went on your way.
Or you do what every regular person does. You go buy yourself a new phone and
Right.
then take the loss.
And then just delete your data
And then you
from the
delete your
cloud.
data and
Yeah.
then you understand that you lost something or
Right.
somebody stole something from you. It happens in
Yeah,
life.
yeah,
There's
that's
nothing you
very
can do about it.
natural.
You know what I mean? It's just a
Yeah.
natural part
There's
of
some ways you
what
could have just
happens.
handled
Yeah.
that very well, intelligently and
Yeah.
very different.
Like
But
revenge is not a great route to take. You know
no,
what I mean? And I think that's like a lesson
it's
for
not even
people.
revenge. That's just stupid.
Like, yeah,
We don't even
it's
know
just
if it
dumb.
was, stolen per se. It was
Yeah.
like we don't know. I don't know.
I
I don't
forgot to
know.
mention he got 60 years.
Well,
60 years in prison.
that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
He
You think
killed a
it'd be
whole ass
like, I guess
family.
it was maybe like 5 counts of manslaughter or something like
Yeah,
that, and then
you would think it's
because he
life,
was young, or yeah, I would think his life
but
like 20. It would
but
be
he is an
5 times
adult
life,
though.
which is 25 or life
You
times.
get charged as an adult at 18,
Oh yeah, I
or
know.
21.
He was like 20. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure. So he was an adult. He was a
Okay.
young adult, but still in our eyes, like I was a kid still at 20, kind of thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But yeah, like I've done a lot of dumb stuff in my life, but you would never do something like that. That's just
I don't care how
yeah.
angry I am. It's never to the point I want to
Mm.
burn a damn house down.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
Like
just like
go buy a new phone, take the loss. Don't have a phone. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
some people.
But yeah, you are welcomed into some people's kids
Absolutely.
today. That's probably the
Absolutely.
last thing you'll be welcome in other than
Yeah.
jail.
Yeah.
And I hope some very
Uh oh.
um
Uh oh. Uh oh.
um
Uh oh.
soapy things
Uh oh.
happen to you, my
Uh
friend.
oh.
Not my friend, but
Uh oh.
in a jail cell.
Damn.
Yeah.
Soapy things.
Yeah.
That's. Whew. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, but damn. All right, pal. Good luck in shower when shower time comes.
But yeah.
Because
God.
whoof.
Yeah.
And I hope they're Senegalese.
Oh.
Anyway, anywho,
But yeah.
let's we're gonna talk about what the fuck happened with Diddy and Cassie last week. Because we didn't talk about
Oh
it.
yeah, because that
The
came out.
video
I think it came out
the
after
next
the fact.
day.
Yeah, it came out the next day.
The
Yeah.
video came out, y'all.
Yeah. Okay, so give a breakdown, Carlos, for those who don't know.
Breakdown. Are you kidding me?
For those who don't know,
Bro, if I had to break it down, I have to do it as a wrestling commentator. What the hell I saw.
God.
You saw it.
Oh yeah, it was terrible.
It was awful.
Awful.
It was like, what the hell would comprise a dude to do that to a female? I'm just saying, if she's unhappy, she wants to leave like that, I have to look at myself and be like, all right, no, I probably am the worst there.
Yeah.
I probably screwed up. But to grab the person, push them to the floor, and then kick them like he did.
It wasn't just like a regular kick.
It was like he punted a
It was
football.
a soccer kick.
Yeah.
That's like trying to intentionally harm someone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then drag them back like that. It is yeah, no, that is a controlling person if I've ever seen one. Ego driven.
Crazy.
But you know what really pissed me off? His apology.
Oh yeah. So he posted an apology
He
after
did.
the fact. Yeah.
And he just went, man, I'm not proud of myself. I thought it was wrong then. I'm trying to, work on myself and trying to, fix myself. I'm sorry. That was one of the most disingenuous things I've ever seen in my life. Because one, he's talking about his actions and saying how wrong he was for what he did in that video.
Yep.
Not overall, because if he did something like that to her, that is not the only time that's happened.
Oh no.
100%. He's probably done worse behind
He's
the
just
scenes.
mad. He's just saying that because he got caught.
He got caught.
He got
That's
caught.
all it is. Because at first he denied that all the allegations are in the from the lawsuit that she presented.
Mhm.
He denied all the allegations, and now he gets caught, and now it's man, I'm not proud of myself. He got caught. That's what the apology
Yep.
was for.
Yep. Definitely.
And he paid the people $50K to hide it.
Yep.
And now it goes to show you, folks, pay more when you want to hide video evidence.
Yeah.
I'm
50K
just
is
saying,
50K is not
you're a
enough.
goddamn billionaire, and that's how you're gonna pay is $50K.
That only delays it.
Absolutely.
You have to like pay $1 million
plus
to burn
absolutely
and never see that evidence again.
Absolutely. And then maybe have a salary for the people that have access to the
Yeah.
video. You have to get a salary for them going.
Or you need to create like the Men in Black flash
Yep.
device.
You have the money.
Boom.
You have the money.
No recollection.
Absolutely. But did you do it? No.
Yeah.
Overall,
crazy.
yeah, no. He it goes to show you that Diddy's not a great person, and his cancel days are coming nearer and nearer every single day.
Yeah.
You delete some of his songs from your playlist?
No, I didn't. But I actually added his older.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
It was funny because it's not funny in an overall sense. Like it's actually a terrible situation. But I read this article about how like all his like streams are plummeting now because of the whole video that came out over the last week. Stuff like that, which is given, you know what I mean, and it should happen realistically. But yeah, it's just crazy.
Crazy times, pal. Now he got a new charge for sexual assault. 50 Cent sold the rights to his documentary series to Netflix.
Yep. So check out Netflix.
Look out for that.
I might have to just get another membership to Netflix just to watch
that documentary.
Just to watch the documentary.
I'm just going to show you that Diddy or 50 Cent probably knows a bit too much on him if there was a bidding war.
Yeah.
Over that documentary series.
Yeah.
So that says a lot.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because they got to see it already. Probably, right?
He created it.
He created it.
Or produced it.
He produced it, created it, and then what happens is he takes it to different streaming sites.
Yeah, they're the bidding war. Yeah.
Wow.
And
so it's already in existence. Like it already exists.
It's done. It's done.
Wow. That's wild. So Diddy hates this person that much that he created a whole docuseries on
No, 50 Cent.
50 Cent. Yeah, 50 Cent.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
50 Cent is a very petty individual. So but I'm just saying, 50 Cent has called out people for their weird stuff before.
Yeah.
And so I'm just saying, if 50 Cent thinks you're a weirdo,
you're most likely a weirdo.
Probably a weirdo, man.
But we're gonna have to definitely do a review of that docuseries when it does happen. I'm gonna
be watching it first night.
Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting to see like what happens to come out. Like, you know what's funny? I didn't even watch the R. Kelly one. Did you watch the R. Kelly one?
No.
Yeah.
No. That's just. No.
That's how I kind of feel about this one, though. It's kind of like, it's already said and done.
I think it was extra. I just think that was a particular hit piece. I felt like there is nothing new I can learn from that R. Kelly series that we all didn't know already.
Yeah, it's true.
Right?
It's true. Well, I'm hoping that, some of the victims got some monetary
from R. Kelly
from the R. Kelly one.
Yeah.
At least. Or something.
Yeah.
And then maybe like 50 takes like his winnings and does something charitable with it.
No,
that'd be nice.
It's gonna be laughing to the bank. He made a whole ass song about it.
Did he?
Ha 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 ha.
I love it.
I'm laughing straight to the bank with ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
I really want New Hope King.
Wow.
I saw the chicken fried rice and I'm like, oh my god, that looks so good.
Have you ever been to that restaurant?
I've never been.
It's delicious.
How many times have you been? You think?
At least 3.
You have to count.
3 or 4.
3 or 4.
3 or 4 times.
After drunken.
Oh yeah.
Out.
Definitely.
That's the only way to go.
It was not during the whole this time.
No, not. I think it's impossible to go now.
Yeah.
It's probably you're gonna have to wait a while before you go.
Well, I'm glad that the restaurant's getting money from it. I'm glad that they're getting exposure because their food's good.
Absolutely.
But like, if it's like really, I haven't been by there since this whole thing, even though it's just down the street from here.
Yeah.
I haven't really been in that area since. Never really had a reason to.
Right.
But if I were to walk by there and see like a bunch of like kids taking videos in front of it and stuff like that, that would be.
I will avoid it.
That would be very, very terrible, and I would be very saddened at the generation. Even yet, more than I am today. So,
speaking of restaurants, though, Red Lobster, R.I.P. man.
Yep,
filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah, we actually have a Red Lobster in my building. on the
In your
atrium.
building?
Yeah, in my work building.
Really?
Yeah, it's at the bottom floor. Funny enough.
Is it closed down or still open?
No, it was still open on the Tuesday. The last time I was in the office was on
Mm.
Tuesday, so it's still open, and we're making jokes about it. You never want to see a long time.
I love how you say you're making jokes about it. They're like, man, it's so unfortunate. You don't. It's
We're making jokes about it, but
I
you
mean,
never want to
obviously,
see a business close
we're laughing
down.
at the expense of all these employees probably losing their jobs, but it's such a hard time,
It is. It's bad, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know if it's actually true or not, but you hear the whole story about the endless shrimp, and that's why they couldn't make it back.
I heard rumors about murmurs about it. Is
I don't
that
know
the
if that's
case?
true.
I don't think that's the case.
Supposedly that's like one of the points where it's like they came out with the endless shrimp. It did too well.
Tremendous, yeah.
Too well in the States where people were coming and they're actually bankrupting
Because
Red
that's
Lobster
all they would
because
get.
that's all they would get.
Yeah.
So then, obviously, I would go too.
Yeah.
Shrimp is delicious.
Mm.
So it's sad to see because Red Lobster has been such an iconic restaurant.
Mm.
Even though I never went there a lot as a kid, I probably only been there maybe twice, 3 times in my life.
Haven't been in a while.
Yeah, it was very iconic, like in the 90s and like even the early 2000s. Like you knew Red Lobster for like their biscuits and
great biscuits.
like the like a lobster tail. If you
Yes.
wanted a lobster tail, where would you go realistically? You go to Red
Anywhere
Lobster.
but now you can go to like Captain's Boil. And,
Yeah, they have way more like
Yeah,
seafood
yeah.
options and stuff like that
but
nowadays.
Red Lobster was the ish.
Yeah, back in the day, like you didn't have too many mainstream options, and Red
Mhm.
Lobster was the one to go to. So, as a '90s kid or as '90s kids, like I know Carlos goes to or he used to go to Red Lobster
It has been a few months.
at least like
but-
once every couple of years, right?
I would love to
So,
go back, but I don't know how long they're going to be there for. So now I definitely want to go back.
They better have a deal.
Everything must go.
Bankrupt shrimp.
Everything must go. Endless shrimp. But if it's endless, then how can everything must? Wait, what?
Yeah, the end of our supply shrimp.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, well, there'll be other restaurants.
Yeah.
Hold your head up high, folks.
Well, it gives the opportunity for another restaurant to come in and hopefully do something well with all the
Maybe
space
they
because
can
there's a
create
lot of
something new.
space. And funny enough, I actually really quickly read something the other day, and I don't know how true it was, but supposedly Red Lobster, the executives of Red Lobster, like the board of directors, they actually almost sort of intentionally broke that restaurant down. It wasn't. Oh, okay. So this is where it got messy because yes, the shrimp people were saying it's part of it, but supposedly it was just really bad decision making on the board of directors. Like they just didn't decide to like expand it at a certain point. They even like it owned a bunch of real estate. So then what they did was they sold the real estate and then kept paying rent, stuff like that, instead of to make more money on your real estate than you happen to lose money on it.
Yeah, sure.
Or something. And maybe it was just like decision making from the board of directors that happened to, give them their grave in this sense. But yeah.
Oh well.
Tough.
I mean,
tough to go.
Yeah, that goes to show you, folks. Invest in real estate because real estate. I don't know what I'm going to say, to be honest, because I know nothing about real estate. But I'll tell you what, folks. We'll be right back. Enjoy this new segment that we have.
Yeah.
And we'll keep it locked because we still got have more puzzles to solve for the world.
Yeah.
So
we'll be back
in literally 2 seconds. And we're back.
We are back. We're
Was
back.
there something important on your phone there?
It was
Mm.
It was
Mm.
It was
Mm.
Mills down the street from you.
Oh dear. You clicked on it? Oh no.
The Mills downtown Toronto. That's what it was.
No. Enjoy the spyware. Enjoy that spyware, pro.
Oh my god.
Oh dear. Oh.
You know what's
dear.
interesting actually?
What?
So I was reading this thing the other day about how computer viruses aren't a thing as much anymore.
Yeah.
In
pretty much
in the world.
I think it's just the cybersecurity gotten a lot better.
So then a lot of people were saying that there's like a couple different factors, and that's definitely one of the biggest ones, that, technology's gotten so advanced. There's been companies, creating proper procedures, proper software and stuff like that helps with, rejecting certain viruses or just not really, using it for any sort of sense anymore. Or just doing a really good job protecting your computer and your technology from like all of the sensitive data that we all have on our phones, computers, this and that. So things like what Norton,
McAfee,
McAfee, what's
AVG.
AVG, yeah, like a lot of the big names sort of thing. They did a really good job over the last couple of years of ensuring that all of the data is safe. But another one of the big things was that if you break down a lot of these viruses, it took someone to make the virus, right?
Yeah.
So like someone would actually have to sit there and code the virus. They'd have to like find a way to send it. They'd have to find a way to get a person to open it on their end or like at least engage it on their end,
Yeah.
in a sense. And they say that a lot of these people that are now creating viruses are doing it on are such a larger scale that like computer or like regular sensitive data is not anything to them anymore.
Mm.
So that they were talking about like crypto scams and like
Yeah.
like sending it to big companies so that they can like ransom them for their hardware back and stuff like that. So that's what a lot of the coders are the original sort of issues that were happening in the back in the day, where you would like click on an ad, next thing you know, you have a Trojan virus sort of thing, or your whole computer shuts down. They don't spend their time on that anymore. They actually spend their time on the big bucks sort of thing, which is like all the crypto scams and all of like the ransomware and all that kind of stuff that's been happening to a lot of the
To make money
corporations
from
now,
these
to make
viruses.
money on it now.
Yeah.
So that's like a really cool thing in a sense, because then it saves the regular consumer from having to worry about their data. But at the same time, a lot of companies are being screwed by that kind of stuff.
I don't know.
Government agencies too.
Mm?
Like I know that there's been a couple of hackers and stuff like that that have been actually hacking into like the U.S. government's stuff and like big banks and I don't know, stuff like that. Just been interesting take. Interesting take.
I know for me, I only take McAfee because he was a badass.
Oh yeah, he was crazy, wasn't
He
he?
was a that's a man that you definitely want to support.
Wasn't he like crazy?
I mean, crazy in what way? You say crazy, I say heroic and absolutely badass. Here's the deal. All right. So you get a Brazilian chick to poop on your chest for
Oh,
entertainment.
all right.
Listen, all right, we've all dabbled. All right, we've all wanted the Brazilian chicks to do a thing or two to your, get some fecal matter on you. He went out of his way and did it.
Yeah.
He lived the dream. All
She got
right.
paid.
Yeah.
Everyone's
All
happy.
right. He got together with some Brazilian cartel members, for protection to hide from the American government.
Oh yes, I remember that.
Big deal. The man is the godfather of antivirus software. All right. That's how you remember him. Forget all that negative Nancy stuff. That's how you live, baby.
You got to remember that these people are just regular people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they are a celebrity in a certain sense, or like a higher status when it comes to like monetary value or
They're
whatever
not
value.
perfect.
They're not perfect. They're
No
still
one's
people.
perfect.
Yeah,
Haven't you listened to all these songs? Nobody is perfect. Let's stop putting these people on pedestals, assuming that everything they do is right.
that is true.
All right,
That is true.
folks. Let's be normal. Let's normal. I don't want to normalize because I hate that term normalize. But my thing is, folks, everyone is already normal. Stop putting one another higher than each other. All right.
Yeah,
That's all I got to take
that is
on
true.
that.
That
But
is true.
go support McAfee, folks, because that's how you do it. R.I.P. to the hero, John McAfee, baby. Pour one out for the homie. That's all I got out on that.
Crazy.
Why is that crazy?
Because
Oh
it's
God,
crazy
here
how
we
there's
go.
this like no, because
You're one of the negative Nancys that don't agree with his ways. Do you know what that man has done for antivirus software?
it leads into this other segment I was about to speak
Yeah.
about. So there was this UFC fighter that I was looking at the other day. Something Michael Whitman or something like that.
Michael Whitman. Sound rings a bell, yeah.
Or let me see if I could try to find it. It was on Reddit.
Mm,
So there's a UFC fighter. He did a recent video where he had a kid. So he just had a child.
yeah.
Great thing.
Yeah.
Just had a
Beautiful.
kid.
Yeah.
And then he comes out on video
Mm,
and he posts this video of him holding the child. And the child's like just sitting there chilling and stuff like that. And he goes, holding it, like I'm just gonna mimic it for all of our video listeners. He goes, "See, my child is my child, and that's why I'm not gonna give it vaccines because
Oh.
vaccines be killing people
Oh.
and giving children autism. I don't
Oh.
want to give my kid autism.
Oh.
yeah, the America's stupid, and I'm not gonna put my kid in public school because he's gonna end up gay, and I don't want him being gay, and he's gonna end up a communist, and I don't want him to end up being a communist. See, this is why you gotta homeschool kids. And he's a big UFC fighter, man. Like, he was just saying all this wild ass shit, and then the baby starts crying, and he goes, "All right, well, I'm gonna end the video now," and then he just ends the video. It was very entertaining. It was actually very entertaining. And I thought Sean Strickland was crazy. The Strickland dude.
this guy takes the cake.
This guy definitely takes the cake. I don't know.
Is this the blue-eyed UFC fighter?
I think so.
I know who you're talking about now.
Something Whitman or something like that.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
It was very funny.
Because he's a flat earther as well.
A what? Oh yeah, flat earther. Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, it was just crazy. Like, I was watching the thing yesterday. I watched the whole video. Yeah. It's him going on this rant about like public schools and vaccines and stuff like that. Or a coach? He's a fighter, from my understanding. But I don't know. He could be a coach. He just
recently had a kid?
Yeah, he just recently had a kid.
Okay.
Or something like that. Or at least the video was posted. Maybe it was like an old video. I don't know. But
okay.
It was very funny.
But it sounds but I'm all for it.
Yeah.
That's like the KC, the player from Kansas City that did the speech, the commencement speech.
Yes. Harrison Butker.
Here's the deal. If you're gonna speak at a Gen Z graduation speech, don't talk about, or you know what, in general, speeches in general, how women have made so much progress into the world. Don't talk about how they all belong in the kitchen.
Yeah. No.
That's a no. That's a huge no. What the hell were you thinking? Like, dude.
I don't even know what to say.
Dude, I was so like, man, that dude's agent was probably just like the terror, going from extremely happy for that player to be, getting noticed and speaking in front of the school, to the terror that person, that agent must have had after watching them make the speech. Isn't my days.
Oh yeah, pissed.
Oh, I don't believe he's with the team anymore neither.
I don't know. I
have to double check.
I don't think I've seen.
But yeah, no one was really thrilled about it.
Yeah. Well, it's
except
crazy.
that one person that might have clapped for them after the speech, like, hell yeah.
Well, whatchamacallit? Kareem Hunt on the Kansas City Chiefs at the time. I think he drop kicked some girl in the hotel room or something like that.
Yeah.
And then they got let go. They got released.
Yeah.
From the team. So is it on the same scale as that? Like, should the Kansas City Chiefs drop Harrison Butker because of his words? Because they just won a championship. Taylor Swift is now bringing in all of the Swifties to be NFL
He also
fans.
did say, he referenced Taylor Swift in his speech as well.
Which is nuts.
His teammate's girlfriend.
Yeah, his teammate's girlfriend, who just like
talks
a pure
about
feminist,
saying how absolute one of the
feminist,
probably the most famous feminist on the planet.
Yeah.
Saying how women should be in kitchens. And not work. I love how they graduate from school working so hard all those years just to be told from a football player, hey, y'all need this was an absolute waste of your time. Stick to the kitchen and marry a rich dude.
I think that's what he said.
That's literally what he said. He referenced one of her lyrics too.
Crazy. Harrison.
But let's go back to that insane question that you just asked me. No, I do not think that saying women belong to the kitchen and the whole
drop kicking a woman in the hotel room,
big boot to the face to your girlfriend are the same thing. I mean, I think the homeboy who did the speech should definitely have some training or go through some classes to be like, hey, what you said was wrong.
I can understand that.
Yeah. Kareem Hunt should have definitely served some time for the abuse. Yeah. Not the same thing. So
I don't know if he did. I don't know if he did or not.
Either have anger management. I think he did anger management.
Yeah, I think it was anger management classes. He went to court, anger management classes, and then got picked up by
But you could argue that, he definitely should have been kicked off the team.
Yeah.
Because that's a no-no.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's that was a wild. I was watching clips of that speech and I'm like, what does this guy say? The whole Taylor Swift thing was insane to me. You're using Taylor Swift lyrics
I
to
wonder if
prove your
Kelsey was
point.
like, ugh.
Yeah, no, it's like I do not know
Kelsey,
this dude.
I do not know this
Yo,
dude.
bro, you're changing over there in the closet, in the broom closet over there, bro. You ain't changing over here. I'll tell you that
It
much.
just creates like a weird awkwardness even in like the locker room too, man.
That's like
It's
using
like,
a Ku
yeah,
Klux Klan member going a speech and referencing Dr. Martin Luther King's "I Have a Dream" speech
yeah,
to prove your point about white supremacy. That's
literally.
insane.
And
That's
then
literally insane.
and then walking into the locker room with like,
Next season, hey fellas,
yeah,
how you doing?
everyone's just like, what?
What the hell? You still here?
Even if some people agree with him, some
Mm.
people don't, or whatever it is, it's like, man, you just don't bring dramatics into the locker room like that. Like
It's
you are
like,
creating
come on.
yourself as a dramatic teammate,
Absolutely.
and no team wants that. You know
No.
what I mean? Unless it's good drama.
What's good drama?
I don't know, like Travis Kelsey dating freaking Taylor Swift.
No, so drama you can be happy for the person
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Them getting married,
I see.
something like that. You know,
Not drop kicking someone.
good drama. No,
That's bad.
No.
That's a no.
Yeah.
But I can argue that the speech was a bit of good drama. I think they're gonna clown him for it. I don't know if they'll be like. I think they'll make fun of him for it,
Yeah. I don't
and
know.
he'll get a few wet towels slapped on his ass while he's naked, whatnot. Or they probably won't pass him the ball next. Was he a kicker or was
He's a
he?
kicker.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's probably not
Soccer
gonna...
player made football player. That's normally what happens.
Oh, okay. So maybe he played like with Italians and they have their reviews, right?
I think like most kickers are known to they're normally soccer players, but
Yeah.
they don't make soccer, or they just find a love for kicking after, and then they go play in the NFL.
Fair.
But most of them are like Harrison Butker. He's built like a soccer player. Like he's like a soccer body kind of thing. Yeah.
Fella. Yeah.
So
That makes sense.
wow, it's just interesting to hear. But on a good note,
Oh,
and a win
mm,
for Toronto sports and for women.
that's right.
You know, we just got announced Toronto will be getting an expansion team outside of the USA for the WNBA,
2026, baby.
2026, which is huge.
Yes.
I'm hyped.
That's a great time. It's going to be a good time.
I'm extremely
I
hyped.
assume they're playing at Scotiabank.
Yeah, I would hope so.
I mean,
Scotia, or I don't know. I would think Scotia. They
Drake-
came when they
Drake-
brought the WNBA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drake was there backstage.
Yeah, Drake
taking
was there.
pictures.
Doug Ford.
Comments went in on him, obviously.
Oh, I'm sure.
Stay away from the women.
Is that like his first public
Since?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So.
But he wasn't at the press conference. He was backstage. He was taking pictures.
Okay.
So he wasn't like making a speech or anything.
Yeah.
I think Drake should lay low for a little bit though.
Yeah.
But
well, it's done. Like I don't think there's any more coming out. From
What?
my understanding, like
What, diss
tracks?
tracks?
Or
Yeah,
anything like
no,
that?
but at the same time, it's still like you need to, like, public appearance wise, you're not winning. The song is very much still number one in the country.
So I have a question for you, Carlos. Are we quitting our jobs and becoming full-time WNBA groupies?
I'm down.
I'm 100% down.
Let's go.
100% down.
I'm down. I mean,
all of the 7-foot women.
But from what I'm hearing, the tickets are going to be expensive because Caitlin Clark's bringing in some bank into the NBA. WNBA.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I'm sure that when Caitlin Clark comes to Toronto, we'll probably sell out.
100%.
So.
And there's some haters that are speaking on her saying, listen, folks.
Tons of haters.
Caitlin's bringing bank into the sport. You guys are finally getting the attention you want.
Yeah.
What are you complaining about?
Yeah.
I'm sorry because all eyes are on her. She was number one in the draft.
Yeah.
And one of the most entertaining college sports series of all time.
Yep.
What do you expect?
Can't complain.
Some of the biggest stars, the sports stars of this year, were from that college series.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, all eyes are on the number one draft in the WNBA. Of course. Yeah. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Don't hate. Appreciate. You're finally getting attention. You're finally getting asses in seats. This is what you want. And now Toronto's finally going to get some seats in that goddamn Scotiabank Arena to watch some WNBA games. And I finally get to fly out to Dubai to do some questionable things with these WNBA players. So let's get to it.
Carlos McAfee.
Yeah, let's get some Carlos McAfee photos going. You know what I'm saying? I don't care.
Yeah, crazy.
What do you think our mascot's going to be?
I'm hoping that they keep like the dinosaur theme.
Yeah,
in a sense. I don't know what they would call them though. Like it's too. What other
Toronto pterodactyls?
Like what other? Yeah, like pterodactyls is too long. I think. You think?
Yeah, it's a bit
Pterodactyls, or
long.
like maybe if they
Um,
short form that.
Triceratops, mammoths. What's a feminine dinosaur?
I don't know. I think they're definitely going to try and keep.
Velociraptors, or maybe blue jay related,
Yeah,
leaf related.
it could be something like that.
Yeah, just related to
Yeah.
some, or you know what, or just make your own mascot.
I think
It's
I think
female.
they will. They
Yeah.
definitely will.
Well, yeah.
Well, like even with our Toronto hockey team, like now it's just called the Toronto. We're just a Toronto team right now because none of the other teams have mascots yet.
Damn.
So the professional women's hockey league at the moment,
It's just, oh, that's right. You mentioned this.
Toronto. So each of the teams, like it's getting big and somewhat, and each of the teams don't have a mascot or anything yet. And then literally their jerseys all just say the city name and just a color. It's pretty dope.
Oh,
And it's cool because they played a couple of weeks ago in the playoffs, and I was driving down Ossington, in the West End, and there's a bunch of people actually wearing their jerseys, which was sick.
Nice.
Yeah, and it wasn't just women; it was a bunch of dudes wearing them, like walking up
Good.
and down the street. So yeah, it's like we
Female
gotta give
sports, baby.
we gotta give Toronto sports attention. If you are a Toronto fan by any means, you have to be happy about this decision that just got made. Like, don't be a hater.
Let's show some love,
Yeah,
folks.
show
We're
some
finally
love.
doing it.
Like they're finally trying to make movements, and now you're hating on the movements.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Guys, we're making so much progress. Yeah. Let's do better. Be better.
Progress.
Walmart.
Yeah.
Anywho, let's go on to the next segment. Apple Music released a list of 100 best music albums.
Yes. I did skim through some of them. I didn't see all of them. I saw the Wikipedia link.
Yeah.
And I sort of just glazed over it.
So let's talk about the top 10. Number 10, Lemonade by Beyonce.
I didn't listen to that album, so I don't know anything about it, but I understand.
Number 9, Nevermind by Nirvana.
I never listened to that album either, so I don't know.
Back to Black by Amy Winehouse.
I can understand that. Yeah.
Good Kid, Mad City by Kendrick Lamar. Number 7.
I can understand that as well.
Number 6, Songs in the Key of Life by Stevie Wonder.
I don't think I've listened to that at least recently.
Number 5, Blonde by Frank Ocean.
I can somewhat understand that as well. Yes.
Number 4, Purple Rain by Prince and the Revolution.
Yep. Number
3, Abbey Road by the Beatles.
I'm surprised that's not actually number 3 is good.
Number 2, Thriller by Michael Jackson.
Yep. I'm glad for that.
And number 1, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill by Lauryn Hill.
Did they give an explanation as to why they gave that number 1?
It's listed on their website. I didn't read it entirely because I thought it was absolute BS. But here's the deal. I looked through the list. I'm not mad at it. There are some questionable choices. I don't agree with number 1. I think number 2. If number 2 and number 1 switched,
you'd be a little bit more happy.
Yeah, a little bit more happy. But there's some Lemonade by Beyonce. Number 10 is crazy to me.
So who?
But there's some choices.
Was
in here.
not in the top 10 that you think should have been in the top 10.
There's a few who's not in the top 10 that should be in there.
But,
I mean, these artists make sense. I get it. I don't think Frank should have been 5.
Wow.
In my opinion, that's I think Blonde is Blonde is. Listen, folks, Blonde is probably my. You can go ahead and hate on me. I don't care. Blonde is my favorite Frank Ocean project, to be honest. So I get it. I love the album.
But he's a piece of shit.
No. Stop it. That's not what I was saying. But they also said that the albums are based on cultural impact. I don't know if, to me, Frank's album signified that. I thought it was a phenomenal album. Don't get me wrong.
Maybe it was because wasn't it Frank's last album?
It was his most recent album.
His most recent album.
Independent album.
It was independent album. And yeah, so then him fleecing the music industry and then coming out and making a masterpiece of an album and then just ending it there.
He's not the first artist to do that.
Yeah, but that's but Frank Ocean, in streaming settings or with modern day technology, I guess that's maybe what they're going off of.
Oh, okay. But
at the same time, every single girl says they love Frank Ocean.
Huh?
Every single person out there and every single girl loves Frank
Everyone loves Frank Ocean.
But
not number 5. Not number 5. Not for me. And but I do agree. Lupe's not in here at all. Let's look at the list, shall we?
Let's burn the list down. I don't even want to talk about this anymore. No, screw this list. Screw Apple. Your phones suck.
Okay.
Your MacBooks suck.
All right. Well, let's look at the list to see what other artists made it other than Lupe. So Eminem's in here.
Yeah, Eminem definitely
50
belongs in there.
Cent.
Yeah.
Travis Scott. Yes, that sounds about right.
Travis Scott. I don't know about
Scott.
that.
Yeah, they even make it.
Well, I guess like culturally impactful. Like Travis is a huge.
Yeah,
artist.
sure, but this album was not culturally impactful.
The amount of kids that love Travis Scott.
Sure.
Like he got his own Nike shoe. That's pretty huge. I'll give him that.
That's a big deal. He's a big artist,
Yeah.
but I don't know if
and then a bunch of people died at that concert.
Yeah. That was an Astro World concert.
Yeah, so I get it, man.
Oh Jesus.
I get it. People are dying for this dude.
D'Angelo's on the list.
Yeah, he should be. 10 times fold.
Okay, I didn't like how you said that.
They should just untitled. They should just put the untitled
the song
on the top
list?
10. 100%.
What?
You know how back in the day
that song is on that album.
So I know back in the day. Remember when like artists used to just have like this? They'd release a CD where it was just like 5 different versions of the one song.
Oh, like a single, yeah,
like a single.
Yeah,
that single should just be on there as number 1.
I don't like how the video is the reason why you feel like that's the reason why it should be a number 1. Yeah. It's concerning.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah, I do, because you're engaged and you are like.
I still don't see it.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's just move on for now because, yeah. All right, let's move on. So I also don't agree that Kanye's album, the only one here was My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yep.
I think Graduation should have been on here. I also felt that 808s and Heartbreak should have been in here as well.
I think My Beautiful Twisted Dark Fantasy was definitely more cultural impactful
than Graduation.
I would definitely say that. Yes.
Really?
For like the general senses of people out there, like All of the Lights, like that song is more wide known, I would think, by regular citizens of the world than like anything on Graduation. I would think so.
Then Stronger.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe they're on the same.
Can't Tell Me Nothing.
No. There's not many people that know that song.
Oh, come on.
No, you can't go to like Alabama and then go to like the small town. They'll know Stronger.
Yes.
They'll probably know All the Lights too, but they won't know Can't Tell Me Nothing. I don't know, think man. So.
Can't Tell Me Nothing's a popular song. I think you need to give that song more light than it.
Maybe we need to go check the YouTube
and double check
YouTube the views.
Can't Tell Me Nothing. I don't know if it's. If I had to debate, I would say All of Lights 100% has. There's no. There is a video. I'm sorry.
There is a video.
I would say All of Lights probably has a bigger views.
Yeah.
Because Rihanna's on the song too.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
And like even like Runaway, I would think Runaway is bigger than Can't Tell Me Nothing. Like in a general sense.
Okay.
Yeah. From like regular people.
Yeah.
I would think so. Like you hear that piano sound,
yeah.
People will probably know that. They may not like the song, but they'll be like, "Hey, I know Runaway." From that sense, yeah.
Okay.
Or the ballet like art piece of it, like the whole video piece of Runaway that came out, like that was artistic, in a sense, not just like the Kanye screaming into the earth and Can't Tell Me Nothing. Now, I don't know. Maybe that's just me throwing.
No. You have your right to your opinion, pal. Don't say I don't know. It's your opinion. At the end of the day, I'm not saying you're wrong.
But yeah, I know. I think
I do. Also, I wanted to say 808s and Heartbreak, I feel, does not get enough love. I feel that song or that album is a culturally impacted album. I think it's I feel there would be a lot of artists have been inspired by that album to create music. In my opinion, I feel Drake was heavily inspired by that album.
Yeah.
Is
R. Kelly on there at all?
You know for a goddamn fact that he's not. Why on earth would he? What the hell? And also, they've made arguments. Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey are not on this list.
Wow, I'm surprised about Whitney. Mariah, like I can sort of get,
on,
but Whitney, like
the emancipation of Mimi. Come on,
but Whitney's like,
bro. Yeah, I get it. Absolutely. Is Celine?
Whitney saying
I don't think Celine Dion is in this list either.
Yeah. See,
or Shania Twain.
That's how you know it's some bunch of bullshit.
Or Shania. I don't think Shania Twain is in it either.
Yeah.
which is madness to me.
Yeah.
And they only have one Jay-Z album, but no Lupe. I think that's the best part they got.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny's in here,
Good for Bad Bunny.
but still, come on.
He's a fairly new artist too, and
And
he made
Back in Black by AC/DC is number 90, bro. This is one of the
yeah.
most. You have no idea, dude. This has close sales to Thriller,
Yeah.
very close.
Yeah.
One of the biggest rock albums in history, and it's number 90. I don't know.
Part of me just feels like Apple put that list out to disturb some shit.
Well, here's
To exactly start this
well,
conversation.
that's the thing about these lists, folks.
Yeah.
You're never gonna get it right. You're never gonna get it right. Not everyone's gonna look at the list and be like, "This makes sense." You're never gonna get it right with these lists. The whole point is to create conversation.
So the miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Definitely not number one in my opinion. No.
What would you have given number one if you were to give one album out there?
If number one in from any album in history,
Any album in history.
If I had to pick any album in history in terms of the impact in music,
R. Kelly's Half on a Baby.
oh my days! Is that the name of the album?
No.
Oh, okay, I was gonna
That's a
say, my
song.
God.
Chocolate Closet. The
You
whole
are
Chocolate
trying
Closet series.
man, between that Asian thing earlier and this, you are trying to get us all kinds of canceled left and right. I'm trying things new things here, and you're just trying to get us like not even canceled. We're gonna have to speak at the goddamn
Oh my God.
the Canadian House of Commons about this now. God. If I had to say number one, probably either Thriller
Yeah.
or Sergeant Pepper's by the Beatles.
The Beatles.
I don't even think that album's even in this list.
Crazy.
It's mental. But hey, well, again, Apple, I'm not knocking you for it. It's your opinion at the end of the day. You had your researchers attached, so I commend you for it. I'm not even gonna ask you what your number one would be because it's probably gonna either be Lupe or like a Drew Hill, which is just ridiculous.
How was Drew Hill not on the list?
Yeah, well,
No, you know what? In a
you know,
real sense, like
yeah.
I would have put Thriller there, number one.
Really?
Yeah,
that would.
for sure.
I mean, see, that makes sense.
Thriller is like the most impactful.
I think that's the blueprint
album
of a pop album.
Yeah,
right.
Of like anything and everything.
I think that's that's like that's you know.
Like
oh
that
wait,
is...
hold on. It's the list crafted. So it's crafted by artists. The list. It was crafted by artists such as Pharrell Williams, J Balvin, Maren Morris. I don't know what this is, and Charlie XCX. So Pharrell was in the team. That's bias because he produced some of these songs on some of these albums.
Yeah,
but I don't know. To each their own. All right, I guess we're out of time.
We are.
So thank you so much for joining us this week, folks. Tune in next week where we will talk about new-ish. And if you have video suggestions of what to review, please let us know. We're more, we'll more than welcome to review it. If it's your videos, even if you're a musician in training, we'll be brutally honest to tell you if you're great or if you suck. But please let us know. On that note, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ryan.
And this is The Blank with Carlos and Ryan. And don't forget, as always, folks, fill it in.
Peace, everybody.
Deuces.